Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am your girl Princess and this is Tech Crush. Today I'm going to be talking to you about how I got into IT. So it all started 5 years ago when I graduated from college. Didn't know what I was going to do, and I was in this place of wanting to go one direction as opposed to another direction. I did not want to work in corporate America. That's the rebel in me. I had this predisposed idea of what working in corporate America was like. And of course, as you may or may not know, if you work in IT, you're going to be in corporate America. You're going to be the oddball in corporate America, of course, but you are going to work around people in suits making big decisions. So just know that if you go into computer science, you're going to end up working in some type of corporate environment. It could be a fun corporate environment. There's so many startups and there's so many companies now that have offices, that basically are for having fun, and they're very inviting, but at the same time, those environments, there's a lot of work to be done. So just keep that in mind if you're interested in pursuing this career path. So anyways, it started 4 years ago for me, and I had just graduated college, and I was super excited to start in anthropology, but what I was noticing was there wasn't a lot of jobs, which you're probably thinking, yeah, we know, but it's okay. I did it for, my passion was anthropology back in the day. Moving on, I had another passion, which was web development, that I had just picked up as a hobby. So I was learning all of these different concepts, going to different web education sites such as Udemy and freecodecamp.org. I also did Code Academy was one of the first resources I used to get my start in IT. So once I had built up this passion for web development, I decided, okay, you know what? This is something that I need to invest in. This is something that is going to kind of be my calling, So what I did next was I researched all of the educational options. I researched going back to college to get a bachelor's, because a lot of computer science master's programs want you to have those foundational courses, and if you don't have them, it's not pretty difficult, because you have to take like 5 classes. But if you don't have that foundation, it's a little difficult to get into a master's program. So what I did next was I started researching all the boot camps I could find that were suited best for me. At the time, I was working full-time as a server and bartender, so I didn't have a lot of disposable income that these boot camps charge. These boot camps they want $15,000 like at the start, and a lot of them now have incorporated like a pay-as-you-go or a pay deferment type plan, which I think is awesome, because 4 years ago that didn't exist. It was, if you're going to do this, you need to get a loan or you need to pay out of pocket. So it was very much an elite type of thing to do, to go to a coding boot camp. When I went, it had just started becoming more accessible for working people that had jobs that necessarily didn't have time to go to a 3-month boot camp day in and day out. So I found a program that was awesome for me. It was through Georgia Tech, and I learned a lot. The The instructors were awesome. They were industry professionals. One of the guys had actually gone through the program and he was a developer, working full-time as a developer. Another guy had about 10 years of experience under his belt. And basically what they did during the boot camp is just cram all of this knowledge that they had into a 6-month course. So they took us from HTML, CSS, through JavaScript, and then next what we learned was a bit about databases, all the way up until building our own web server and hosting our own, static or dynamic websites. So the program was awesome. It was one of those programs that really kind of push your limits and is going to be career making or career breaking, So that was the next step. I graduated last year, 2019, and after that, my first job right out of the boot camp was as a teaching assistant with Grow2Co. That was a very fun experience. I got to work with a lot of young high school aged girls, and basically we taught them for 2 months how to, develop a website. We took them from the basics, kind of like the boot camp, from HTML, CSS. We taught them Python, and then at the end they could do like a capstone project. So it wasn't my ideal first job outside of the boot camp. A lot of people are hoping for that $70K, $80K job right as a junior developer, but that market is really saturated. That's one thing to note. If you are going to take a boot camp, just know that since 2015, 2014, which is when the boot camp started popping up, to now, going to a boot camp is almost everywhere. So there are a lot of people that are doing this. So you have to kind of make it your own and don't follow the path of everybody else. I know marketing suggests that, you can make $80,000 coming out of boot camp, $90,000 coming out of boot camp. And that is true for some. But for me, I didn't take that path. I did the TA route, which in my mind, I kind of equate it with like an internship. So because at the same time as I was teaching the girls, I was actually learning a new language, Python, alongside them. So, and then now that brings me to my job. Currently, I'm a developer with a consulting company, and we basically take on multiple projects and we consult for the client, create best practice business solutions. That didn't make any sense and that didn't sound good either. But we create business solutions for our clients. So hopefully you were able to follow along with my ramble of a life story. But yeah, definitely, if this is something that interests you, find it in yourself to make the investment. Personally, I think investing in your education is one of the best investments anybody can make. So take it from me, you can really level up by just going to school. And it might seem hard to get the money. Take out a loan, look at scholarships, especially if you're a woman and a woman of color. There are a lot of scholarships out there to go into IT and computer science or any like male-dominated field, because they want diversity and they consider, us to be the diverse group. So definitely check that out. Anyways, hopefully this was helpful for you if you're in that same position and you don't know where to start. So thanks guys for watching. Please subscribe. My YouTube channel is new, but please subscribe and don't forget to like this video. Till next time, bye.